Alright everybody, on this episode of Tech-Nic, it's time to do it again. Stocking Stuffers 2, just enough time before Christmas, and if not, let's be honest, most of these people you're not going to see before the new year anyway, right? So as long as you get it in before New Year's, and we got just enough time to do that, let's look at these last minute stocking stuffer ideas on this episode of Tech-Nic. Alright, we're not wasting any time. Christmas is here or just past. People are coming and we gotta be able to hand them something, so let's just get going. You know, there's always somebody in the group that runs hot. Matter of fact, we got a couple of solutions for that today. So let's start with the neck band fan hands-free fan. Boy, that rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? Summer necessities are the geniuses behind this product. So let's see what's going on here. 2,000 milliamp battery power consumption is somewhere like this, between 1.5 to 4 watts. That's as close as we're going to narrow that down for you. Charges in 3 hours, and then it says it'll work a working time of 2 to 6 hours. You need a couple of things. Right off the bat, you have to have a neck for this product. It says wear this from the back of your neck. You are not allowed to choke hold yourself with this fan and try to stay cool. It's not going to work. However, once it goes on the back of your neck, they tout that you can rotate it 360 degrees. So I don't know why the point of entry is important to come from behind, but that's what these good people say. You press the power button to turn on the fan. You can press it again because we got 3 speed modes. So tap 1 turns it on fan speed 1. Second tap will go to fan speed 2. And then fan speed 3, which at that point should make you feel like you're in a blizzard. Press the light switch if you want to turn on the light. It has a light? Alright, I'm excited to do this now. Oh, and if that's not good enough, feel free to adjust the wind direction as you see fit. There you go, kid. Courtesy of Summer Necessities, the neckband fan hands-free. The neckband fan heads free. Jesus. So let's slide it open here. In case we missed anything. Wow. Colorful lights, silent motor, strong wind. The wind is strong with this one. Easy to use, and most importantly, it lets your hands be free, so you can just keep doing whatever the heck you want to do. Now, remember, step number 1 is this goes on from the back of your neck. So not like this. This is a problem. This, however, is not a problem. Now, I don't know where the buttons are. I probably should have looked at that before I did this. Doesn't stand out to me. Here we go. Power. Oh, and lights. Oh, ow. So that's why they tell you to go from the back of the neck. Because if you come from the head down, you will be trapped. They're not real easy to get to the buttons here. So that's number 1. Now, I'm going to follow the instructions and feel free to change the direction of the wind. Can you cool with all the colors of the wind? Can you hear the noise?
Yeah.
Here it's fairly intense, as you can imagine. I have 2 fans on my face. Let's turn it up 1. So I'm getting blown rather well.
You can't say that.
The sound is pretty intense, I'm going to be honest. And let's see if I can find the button here. That is mode 3. How loud is that?
That's audible from here.
It's very audible from here. We need to go back to Stocking Stuffers 1, get the Eargasm earplugs in combination with this right here. And for those of you that want to stay cool while you go to a rave, do not get a finger or hair caught in it. If you're a woman or a man that has long hair, I would recommend putting the hair up. That should be on the box. It's nowhere on here. Actually, it is on here. Matters that need it. Matters that need attention. Do not close foreign bodies. Do not close foreign bodies or hair to running fans. Am I saying that wrong? Do not close foreign bodies or hair to running fans. Exclamation point. Zoom in on this. Do not close foreign bodies or hair to running fans. Good God, I love this kind of stuff. The neckband fan, hands-free by Summer Necessities. Let's keep rolling. I'm going to leave this on. We're going to take a brief intermission as I have a phone call. Hello? They hung up. You know, in the last video, we wanted someone to call, and it didn't happen. Next.
Thought you had a friend.
Thought I had a friend, finally. Didn't happen.
The lights are...
Luke, I am your father. I almost got my lip in there.
Close foreign bodies.
Foreign bodies? Do not get your foreign bodies in the fans, boys. Double fan. Okay, anyway, I gotta stop. Go to the next thing. This is fun. Let's stop the rave. There we go. Jet, would you be so kind as to take the Dr. Seuss Christmas carriage away? Okay, on to product number... My eyes are watering from the third fan speed. That was aggressive. So, product number 2 on our stocking stuffer list today is by Elago, and this is a keyring splitter. This is not a super complicated device. It's obviously a keyring, that's in the name, but this is an audio splitter, so you can actually plug this into a device you have, and then you can share the audio with the person seated next to you, or you can run it into multiple outputs. These are handy to have, especially on flights. Because let's be honest, you're sitting there on the flight, you got your phone, and you're watching a movie, and the guy next to you, he's doing like this. Just pull this thing out, clip it in, let him plug his headphones in and watch the movie with you. Make a lifelong friend. You never know.
Maybe they'll call you.
So, maybe they'll call you when you need it most. Like in Stocking Stuffers 1, when we needed our Bluetooth speaker to ring. So, we pull this out of the box, and you'll have to put your keyring on here. Screws on. It could come undone, but it makes it very nice for putting keys on. I always hate those little rings where you have to bend them open and slide the key over. I always feel like I tear the end of my fingers. So that goes together, and this thing's ready to go. The end would come off. This will go in your device, and now you have 2 ports for headphones. Super simple, and you might make a friend. Who knows, might meet the love of your life on a plane. Be able to hear the same thing. Be on the same page. There you go, John. Coming at you. We didn't get cold enough in the first video with the neck band fan hands-free. I think I got that right, actually.
But he really didn't.
So we're going to now pull up a USB clock fan. The USB clock fan is exactly what it sounds like. It is a fan that is also a clock. And you might ask, how? Well, it's an optical illusion. It spins, and as it spins, the little lights tell you what time it is, and then it makes and it looks like a solid image. It looks like a clock. But in reality, if you stick your finger to it, you're going to bleed. So do not go towards the light. Don't do it. Let's open this up right off the bat. Keep your hair, face, and eyes away from the open, rotating fan blades. When the fan is moving, keep children 3 years or younger away from the device. Come on, Timmy. Okay.
Don't you want to know what time it is?
Do you want to know? It's bedtime, Timmy. All right. So durable soft fan blades for safe usage. Gently adjust the flexible neck to cool any way you want. Simply plug it softly into a USB port. Don't force it through the USB and destroy it. No driver installation required. It's just plug and play here. Super compact and lightweight. Obviously USB powered, so it's low power consumption. Has a convenient on and off switch. The clock keeps time when switched off as long as it is still plugged in and has a power source. So let's open it up. And because I don't want to grab a computer, John, can you hand me a power brick?
Why, yes, I can.
Thank you, good
Stocking stuffers.
Stocking Stuffers 1 to save the day. This was our... Oh, John, you were heating your pocket, weren't you?
Yeah, it felt great.
See if it has enough power to operate. How's that look?
Really cool.
Oh, it's got a second hand. Now, remember, at this point is when you would have to send the 3-year-olds and younger out of the room. We are now in the danger zone. This is cool. The point of this, I'm getting distracted, is to be a fan. So let's see what... I'm going to be honest. You have to be... I'm barely feeling it. You know what? Bring me the creme de la creme. Let's go full. You're never supposed to go full fan. I apologize to all the people in the Gulf. I have just started a hurricane. This is amazing. And while it happens, I can track time with the second hand. It doesn't get better than this. I'm really enjoying this one. Oh, I keep moving the whole thing, but really in reality, I can snake right through this thing. What time is it? That's what time it is. Okay, so the USB clock fan, we spent too much time on this. This one's kind of fun. Cool. Probably not going to be super durable. These are like really, really, really lightweight plastic. If this took a hit, I don't think it would fare well.
Unless it's from a 3-year-old.
3 years or younger, this thing's going to shred them up. If you're over 3 and you run into this device is not going to survive. So be careful. And let's turn this off. Again, all kidding aside, if you have long hair or droopy ears, be very careful with this stuff here. So next on the list for stocking stuffers, how many times are you tinkering around with something, or say something's wrong under the hood of your car and you're in there and you're trying to see what's going on and you're like yelling at your kid to hold the flashlight, not there, right there! And it's a real strain on the relationship, right? You don't need it. Who does? So somebody got sick and tired of their kid not holding the flashlight in the right place and invented this. LED flashlight gloves. That's right. There are lights on your fingers, so you are the one pointing the light the right direction. I don't know if that's supposed to fit a baby. This says size large. We'll have to see about that. And the battery, it looks like standard watch batteries. These are CR 2016s. I believe that's watch batteries. And it says that they're super easy to replace when they do eventually wear out. Now, this is from a company called Thanks Tom's. And they call these LED flashlight gloves for men or women tool, gadgets, gifts for handyman fishing or repair. We're going to open this thing up. It's got a little wrist strap that goes around. I'm going to slide my thumb in here. My pinky. Tubular, dude. I already feel like I'm getting ready to go in the Matrix. Matrix 4 comes out next year. I'll be ready while I'm standing in line at the movie theater, as long as COVID doesn't have it shut down. I'll have these on, clearly illuminating the paths of entry and exit for the movies. Flight attendants should have these in 2021 moving forward. I think a light show is just going to help to keep people's attention, because everybody blocks them out when they're doing that. The exits are here, here, and here. Nobody's watching. But if you had spotlights on there and you can get Mr. Johnson, did you see the exit? They're going to pay a little bit of attention. So we're out of the box. I don't see any tabs that we need to remove. You just click on and I don't know why I've got sound effects, but so that's really all there is to this. I mean, if it were dark in here, but I'm on the sun, I can, there you go. So regular light, finger light. Regular light, finger light, double finger light. Oh God, I just got an idea. Regular light, quadruple finger light. This is wow. So I don't know who would really use these and for what purpose. If you're, I don't know, a puppeteer and you're doing some type of this where you want a strobe effect while your puppets dance or something like that, or a proctologist maybe, that this would be helpful. Everything looks good. Maybe that's what these would be for. Thanks, Tom's. We'll have the link in the information below. So, next on the list, a stocking stuffer here, and this may not work with the phone, but we're going to try it that way, is a product simply called microphone. Don't be fooled by its size. It can do everything a regular microphone can do, and they didn't feel the need to distinguish that this was a mini microphone. The point of this one is for, obviously, you know, here we go again. If you're 3 years old or younger, you cannot use this. What is going on? What's the hate for toddlers? Anyway, this will work with phones. It'll obviously work with a desktop PC or a laptop. It says Apple's system supports the ability to listen, sing. I didn't make that up. That's here. Listen to the playback sound effects as awesome. Andrew's after only the first recording. No Jims or Jacobs here. Andrew after the first recording. I don't know what is going on back here. Obviously this was imported. Do not charge the phone while the DSC of a microphone. Is that a thing or is that a misprint? Do not charge the phone while the disc of a microphone, otherwise there will be current sound. If the recorded songs sound small, if the recorded song sounds small, or there is a slight squeak because the cable is not connected, good reason, according to the above method of inspection control, reconnection. Do not use the 0 to 3-year-old children alone. For your parents to accompany the next use. This is too good. So I was joking around at the front, but this is really how all of this reads. I want a screenshot of that. I hope that gets you something you can zoom in on there, John. If not, we'll take a shot here in a minute. But yeah, another one of these. So let's open it up and see what happens if we can use this right out of the box. We have some things here. This is like maybe a stand and a clip. So in here, it looks like we have a dual. This is good. So they did include this in here. And we've got a second port here if we wanted to run out to headphones or a speaker. We're putting the little microphone hat on here because we want to be wildly professional. It says, just press and hold the action button while using your microphone. This just, to me, I feel like the coolest guy in the room. So that is kind of cool. Android noticed immediately that this was microphone. And it is connected, and there we go. So let's just see. Google, why are children not allowed to use a microphone if they are under 3 years old? It says here you're possibly going to get some feedback if you're using headphones at the same time. And what that is, that would be an audio loop between your ears and the microphone. If I had a little song app on here, which would be cool, we could just kind of sing and actually play it out. But, you know, I wonder if we can Bluetooth sync to a speaker real quick. Is the mushroom speaker on? So I think you need a music app to be able to sing on the go. I'm sure that those are possible, karaoke apps or whatever. Google works very clearly with this tiny little microphone that you need to keep away from 3-year-olds or younger. And just for giggles, we will load all the information here so that you can enjoy reading it as much as we did. This microphone, tiny little Christmas present. Not for a child, though. This is not for a child. So, let's take a look at our last product. Okay, and the last one we're going to look at for a Christmas stocking stuffer is the Rocketbook Everlast. This is billed as an endlessly reusable, intelligent notebook. You can send handwritten notes to your favorite cloud services, white pages with water to erase and reuse, and this is going to keep you from wasting paper. It says here you can use the Rocketbook app to scan and instantly blast your handwritten notes to a plethora of cloud servers: Google Drive, Evernote, iMessage, Dropbox, OneNote, iCloud, and more. This is an infinitely reusable notebook you can use with any pen in the Pilot Frixion line, and it has a pen inside of here. They look and feel like normal paper, but are actually composed of a synthetic blend of polyester. Within 10 to 15 seconds of writing, it dries, firmly bonding to the synthetic page until you erase it by wiping with a moist towel and then drying. Essentially, what I'm taking away from this right now looks like if you were just taking a picture or scanning it with pretty much any drive server or cloud server, you could probably just use your camera. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's open it and let's see what it is and how it happens. So in the main section here we have the Rocketbook. This little side section here rips open and gives us our Frixion pen, Rocketbook cloth, and book. So let's just see what happens when we open this thing up. You have to download the app It says make sure you only use the Frixion pins. Makes sense. It disappears at 140 degrees. If you leave your notebook in a car or pen, it'll fade and can possibly cause damage. However, it says to bring back what you wrote on here, if you pop them in the freezer for 20 minutes, the ink will reappear. I'm not making that up. This is actually, I'm reading the instructions for once. Mark a symbol at the bottom of the Rocketbook page. So using this QR code, it will automatically scan the note to the cloud server of your choice. So, like it said, I'm going to write, and within 10 to 15 seconds, it's going to dry. So, you know, let's just say here that John is, and it's Christmas time. Let's stay consistent. John is the best. Load that to your cloud servers. Okay. Now, what we would be able to do is scan this with the app. So to load this to the cloud, we need to jump on and download Rocketbook, which we've just done. It is now installing, and we're going to open and see how simple this is. So the app is installed, saying set up a destination. Once installed, all it says here is, well, first of all, we have an empty space. We've not loaded anything. So we hit this camera button. It's going to again ask for permission. And then it says to just position the page within the screen. And as soon as I did that, it scanned the page and it has loaded it to the cloud. That was really fast. It's actually very accurate. I don't know if you can see that. We'll use the side camera. I don't give it enough love. There's very little loss to the ink at all. So it's actually rather accurate. I can see how this could be useful, especially if you're trying to protect the environment. You could give these to workers and have them out on the floor taking notes. They can bring those back and load those easily, and you're not risking sending tablets or iPads out onto your floor and your plants or across your offices. So I can see a couple of different uses for this. It does need to dry for 10 or 15 seconds before you close the book and you're ready to go. But with cleaning this and an unending amount of reusability to this, this is about as green of a product as you can have. The Rocketbook Everlast. So this is a pretty nifty little thing. All right, so that gave us a couple of last minute things. All of these items are available on Amazon, and we'll have the information in the link below. We really appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Please catch us next time. And if we haven't told you before, have a great Christmas and a great New Year. Thanks.